stay with us. The National People's Party also issued a show-cause notice to 3 MLAs who participated in the meeting despite the withdrawal of support to the BJP-led government in the state. Nibir, in the midst of all of this, obviously the government of the day in Manipur is going to face rather the sharp end of the stick.
The political developments are parallel with the ground developments, which is showing us conflict and other issues. And as such, the NPP has withdrawn its MLAs from the existing government, and the Chief Minister of Meghalaya and the NPP Supremo, Comrade Sangma, has gone on to the extent to say that this pullout is not against the NDA in center or in the state, but it is against the leadership of the Chief Minister N. Biren Singh. So these political developments are very crucial as far as Manipur is concerned, because although the BJP government enjoys the single largest party and they are enjoying the majority, but this is for the first time politically there has been a setback against the BJP-led government by Biren Singh, wherein a partner has pulled out from the party, stating that they are not happy with the leadership.
All right, Major Mohammad Ali Shah also joins us on the show. Ali, what do you make of these recent developments? Obviously, apart from being a social upheaval, it seems that there is also political upheaval in Manipur as a result, as a consequence of these unabated attacks on locals.
Vineet, thank you very much for having me on the show. The thing is, see, first you spoke about Colonel Nectar. Colonel Nectar is a Special Force officer, a para-commando, who I have had the honor of operating with in the northeast part of India in the year 2005. We've operated together. And I can tell you that he is actually a very fine officer as operationally. When we went out for an operation together, I saw his leadership skills, his acumen, his bravery, his tactics was actually very good. So now that acumen, if it's used by the police, I think hopefully it should be good. Now coming back to the Jiribam incident, coming back to what the inquiry set up against two officers, yes, the Colonel Nectar and one of the senior officers again, because of a firing incident that took place. And I'm sure the inquiry will reveal the details. They will come out with what exactly transpired, what had happened, what not had happened. Now, Manipur government, as you mentioned, they will, if this is the way that things are going to go on, they will be on the receiving end of the sharp edge of the stick. Yes, most certainly. See, the cookies were against, they have lost faith in the Chief Minister, Mr. N. Biren Singh. The Maite bodies had sent him a 24-hour notice to get things in order in Manipur, otherwise it's going to be bad. So Manipur, which has not been curtailed as yet, it is definitely an administrative failure. So how do we curtail that? How do we curb it? A lot of people ask me, why isn't the army being called out and such things? The army isn't being called out for, I don't know what the reason is, because the army has to be called out by the state government. There has to be a requisition from the state government. The army cannot take things in their own hands and voluntarily go ahead and start firing in midair, irrespective whether there's Special Armed Forces Special Power Act over there or not. So there is a proper requisition where there are marshals, there are guides, there are scouts, there are maps given as an aid to the civil authority. Only then the army can function. Now, with responsibility comes authority. With authority, of course, comes responsibility. There was Armed Forces Special Power Act, which was taken out from 19 police stations, which was revoked back, which was put back in 6 police stations, which left 13 police stations without Armed Forces Special Power Act. A very, very controversial act, and I totally empathize. I agree with I understand the pain of the villagers for who the inconvenience is caused normally for the Armed Forces Special Power Act, who oppose it. If I have to be on their side, and I see, well, people who oppose it, it is armed forces cannot function without the Armed Forces Special Power Act. It's a fact, Vineet. It's like giving a weapon without giving ammunition. So it can be tweaked, it can be amended, there can be certain sections with a certain amount of change can be brought to them. But we cannot do away with Armed Forces Special Power Act if we want the army to operate there impartially, neutrally, with keeping all aspects in mind. Now, regarding Maites and cookies, well, the wounds have become too deep, Vineet. It's gone a bit too far. A lot of people ask, oh, would present rule be the only solution? Well, will that also be the solution or not? Because I know for a fact the cookies say the only solution is separate administration. That's what cookies have been saying. The mighty say, we will not let Manipur, our beautiful state, get fragmented or break. So both sides, there is a conflict happening between both sides. Now, how the very fact is, whenever there is a, like you, I'm sure you would have done a lot of reporting from conflict zones. Now, where is the interlocutor? In every conflict zone, there is an interlocutor. I know who the interlocutor is because I take personal interest in Northeast affairs. But a common person may not be knowing. The people who are affected, I don't know if they know or not, but interlocutor's job is to get both the parties for a dialogue. And so far, apart from the Home Ministry's initiative about 15 odd days back, I don't know. They could have been, I don't know, but I haven't seen, it hasn't been brought to my notice at least as yet, that there's been a practice of dialogue between the two communities. Because dialogue is the only way forward. A gun will never get peace in Manipur, Vineet. A gun will bring pieces. And the only way forward, even for the armed forces, or be it the Assam Rifles, the security forces, is by winning hearts and minds of the people. The people should feel, they should be made to believe that the armed forces are there to protect them, to look after their interests, not to intimidate them. The village volunteers from both sides have picked up arms to defend themselves, to protect themselves. Well, such a situation
Ali,
should not
stay with
arise
us. In fact, the All Manipur United Clubs organization is holding a protest